Welcome to The Explainer. Let's jump right into it. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate doggy paddle myth and really uncovering the fascinating biology behind canine swimming. We're going to explore the evolution and the hard anatomical truths that dictate exactly how our dogs interact with water. And honestly, it might completely change how you look at your best friend's next trip to the beach. Okay, let's dive into this. We all kind of generally assume dogs are just natural swimmers, right? You throw a tennis ball into the lake, they gleefully jump in, and out comes that famous doggy paddle. But is that actually a universal trait? Is literally every single dog born with the innate ability to just hop into a pool and survive? Well, that is the exact core question we're going to answer today.
Let's start with Section 1, the doggy paddle myth.
Now for Section 2, Science of Swimming. Think about how a dog moves on land for a second. Their body is parallel to the ground and they're generating power from all four limbs. Well, when they hit the water, they don't actually have to learn some complex new stroke. There's no canine freestyle or butterfly, right? They literally just maintain that exact same horizontal posture and essentially keep walking. And because their head naturally sits a bit higher than their spine, their nose effortlessly stays right above the water. So when it comes down to it, the doggy paddle is basically just a brisk walk, but wet. But it goes way deeper than just how they move. Dogs also benefit from something called the mammalian diving reflex. This is an innate, totally automatic defense mechanism. The second a mammal's face hits cold water, their body immediately shifts into this remarkable survival mode. Their heart rate slows down completely on its own, and blood flow is instantly redirected away from the extremities to protect those vital core organs. It's basically a physiological safety net designed by nature to extend survival time underwater, and dogs have it built right in from day one.
Which brings us to Section 3, evolution and breeding.
The story of the swimming dog actually spans literal epochs. Way back in the prehistoric era, during periods of massive flooding, animals that couldn't swim simply didn't survive. It was a pretty harsh biological filter. Fast forward through evolutionary history, and the specific genes responsible for those basic swimming instincts were heavily favored in the surviving land mammals. Then we hit the modern era, and humans stepped in. We took those foundational, naturally selected genes and began artificial breeding, carefully selecting specific dogs for highly specialized water tasks. And because of that careful selection, humans basically gave certain working dogs superhero-level upgrades. Breeds like Labradors, Golden Retrievers, and Newfoundlands are purpose-built for the water. They literally feature incredible adaptations like webbed toes, which act as built-in flippers to massively increase their paddling efficiency. Add a waterproof double coat that actively repels water while retaining body heat, and you've got yourself the absolute ultimate aquatic athlete.
Let's look at the other side of the coin in Section 4, which dogs can't swim.
Despite thousands of years of incredible evolution, some dogs are they're simply not built for the pool. Take brachycephalic breeds, like French bulldogs and pugs. They have these flat faces that cause inherent breathing issues anyway, coupled with disproportionately heavy, dense heads. So in the water, they basically act like adorable little anchors. Then you have corgis and dachshunds. Long bodies, incredibly short legs. It gives them the aquatic aerodynamics of a potato, resulting in terrible paddling efficiency and almost zero balance. Meanwhile, you look at a breed like the Chow Chow, and their thick, dense hair acts like a giant sponge, absorbing tons of water and creating immense, exhausting drag. And for our tiny toy breeds like Chihuahuas, their little bodies have super limited stamina, and they lose heat so incredibly fast that hypothermia becomes an immediate, serious threat.
All right, let's talk solutions with Section 5, Safe Swimming Guide.
So knowing all those risks, how do we actually guarantee a safe, fun time around the water? Well, we've got 4 essential steps. First, the absolute golden rule. Never, ever assume your dog can swim. Always start their first aquatic experience with a properly fitted canine life jacket. Second, take it slow. Start in the shallow end using treats and positive reinforcement. Please, no sudden tosses into the deep end to see what happens. Third, environmental awareness is absolutely key. Always monitor the water temperature and steer clear of dangerous currents or rapids. And finally, post-swim care. Make sure you thoroughly dry their coat and clean out their ears. Trapped moisture can cause some really nasty skin issues or painful infections, and we definitely want to avoid that. Ultimately, if you take one thing away from this explainer, let it be this quote right here. Never assume, always prepare. We really have to respect their unique biology. By looking at their body shape, their specific breed history, and their coat type, we can proactively prepare them for a great time, rather than just crossing our fingers and hoping they figure it out when the water gets deep. Which leaves us with a final, kind of mind-blowing thought to ponder. If basic water survival is this heavily dictated by breed-specific anatomy and hidden genetics, what other surprising evolutionary secrets is your dog hiding? Seriously, next time you look at your best friend sleeping on the couch, ask yourself, what else were they built for? Thanks so much for exploring this with me